Previously on Knight's Quest.
And then he bites him. Then Trouble bites him.
JJ's the chef. And I picture JJ, the burliest orc.
We're probably gonna stay at his house.
I was exiled from the Blades. Said I am not your enemy.
Well, it seems like we have a lot to talk about.
I've summoned both of you in here today for a dangerous mission, should you choose to accept it. There's going to be many hard hours ahead. There's going to be perils and woes. You may lose your lives. But if you succeed, not only will our country be saved, but people will get to listen to about an hour-long episode of comedy podcasting.
Yeah, okay. Sure. That sounds good. Do we have dental?
Yes, dental's covered.
You said there was going to be a lot of woes.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is this mission going to be?
Damn it, soldier. You know I meant W-O-E-S.
See, when you talk, I can't, it spells, I don't know how, I thought it was W-O-A-H-S.
No, we don't have those anymore. Nonsense incident. Damn it, boys, I need you on this mission.
That's my favorite
Otherwise,
kind of
there's
cookies.
never going to be in episode 5 of season 3 of Knight's
I already said I'd do it, yeah.
That's my favorite kind of cookies, Oreos.
Stop.
Do we get paid?
You get paid with pride.
Is there like an exchange rate for that?
Yeah.
How much pride to silver paper?
Oh,
All of it
I was supposed
for
to work
nothing.
on that, wasn't I? Welcome, everybody, back to Knight's Quest, where I have done less prep work than I normally do.
The show that never sleeps.
Welcome to the
show
club,
that never sleeps because
Nathan.
we don't sleep.
Welcome to the club, Nathan. We're glad you're here of not doing any prep work.
Since last episode, I thought to myself, I should figure out the exchange rate of silver paper.
Oh, okay.
The mystery stuff we just set up. All the questions that we set up in the last episode. And we're gonna all learn the answers today, folks.
I'm gonna play a sound, and this sound is going to represent what sound would happen if wind flowed through Nathan's ears and was obstructed by absolutely none of the things that he was supposed to prepare for today.
That was the longest build-up for you blowing across a bottle. Also, play a sound. I thought you were like pull out your phone and have like a sound. This isn't a fucking instrument. This is a bottle of what? Mountain Dew?
Hold on. Define instrument.
God. Gosh dang it. Okay.
A tool or implement, especially one for delicate or scientific work. No, that's not right. A person who is exploited or made use of. Boom.
Everything I do is delicate and scientific work.
An object or device for producing musical sounds.
Is it Mountain Dew though? Am I correct? Is that a Mountain Dew bottle?
Yes, it's a good old hill drop.
All right.
Matindu.
Well, we've got a lot of really tense situations in this story right now. I mean, the stakes are high. Everyone's lives are in jeopardy. As well, going to JJ's house.
JJ's house.
JB, you gotta play some music for JJ's house.
Oh, JJ's house is going to be a banger. You do not even know.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear JJ's house.
Oh,
the
of
song.
course. Yeah, there's no way that I've overhyped it and now I'm going to be crushed by my own expectations and anxieties. Yeah. That couldn't possibly happen.
When you send me the files with all the song names, if one isn't labeled JJ's house,
it's going to be all one word, yeah.
I'm going to email you back and be like, you didn't send me all of them.
But what about JJ's house,
missing
though?
one. Where's JJ's house?
It's going to play right now. It's going to be great.
Here it is.
What? I shouldn't say that. I always hate it when any of us say that because it makes it way more complicated. Why did I say it? Fuck.
It makes the cues easy. Where do I put the song?
It does make the cues easy, but now I have to have more song.
Yeah, there's just song right now. There's no reason for there to be song playing right now, but there
There
is.
sure is.
There it is.
God damn it.
There's a song. But to answer the question, where is JJ's house? I can answer that question.
In the middle of the street, JJ's house. Everyone you
Causes
meet.
many traffic hazards.
Why do y'all have to say shit like that?
Oh no!
Because now it has to be.
Wait, what would a traffic hazard look like in a medieval world with no cars?
I mean, it can be in the middle of the
There's
street.
carts.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the traffic hazard thing was going to become canon.
I mean, there's giant freaking like snakes that travel places, you know?
Oh, right. Okay.
Not here, though. Not here.
Yeah, for a sec I thought you were inventing something new. I got worried.
We can make this all work. So, as JJ leads you through the city, he's going to explain, and I'm not going to do it in character voice because then I just have to paraphrase later what he actually explained. Don't worry, we'll get JJ voice. When he explains that the city has been broken up into 7 main sectors, and that where he lives is in like a chunk between 2 of the sectors, so it's in the middle of the street.
Oh my God.
In that regard, as the street kind of goes around it. But his house is in between the religious and the governing sector.
Cool.
It's very close to the restaurant, so it's not that far of a walk.
Oh, nice.
That's good news for us. Yeah.
Very economical.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he owns the restaurant, I know he gets it close to his house, so we get a nice short commute.
Yeah.
And so as he leads you through the interior, again, it's obviously late in the evening. And the golden orbs of the Wayu trees illuminate your path, making you feel very comfortable and safe as you journey through the city.
Yeah.
Again, because there's really no dark, sketchy alleyways. The streets are still clean. The people are all still nicely dressed. It's not crazy busy, but there's still a few people out heading home, just as you guys are. And again, people are still giving you weird looks because of just your whole configuration. You don't have shadows. You're blue and you're humans.
Trouble waves at them, like really obnoxiously waves at them until they stop staring.
I definitely think there's one like orc mom who like shelters her children's eyes as
God.
they walk past.
Oh, I was trying to be funny, but that's really depressing.
Jonathan definitely like sticks his tongue out at them.
Grorg goes, actually, that one is seen as a sign of flirtation, so just be careful with that.
Jonathan's face gets very red. He doesn't do it again.
Oh my God.
Just say, there's a lot of customs that in orc and orc culture, and as you guys have probably
Yeah, we've asked you about that specifically a few times now, and you haven't really told us much.
None of these things in preparation for being here. Potentially the most important place to have manners and know the customs.
All right, okay. Let me be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
I was really good in the fight part of school, in the history part, the anima part. I was great at. The cultures and customs part was not as good at.
Right.
And I've kind of forgotten. It's like you forget it until you see it, and you go, "Oh yeah, don't do that," or "Oh, you should do this." So I'm definitely out of practice myself. So if anyone were to go back and like look at the past, I don't know, 2 seasons of my life and say, hey, he did follow these customs, it's probably because I forgot them all.
He's catching on to Leroy's method of keeping time.
Yeah. Very useful. Very easy to organize.
So you said you were good with the fighting and the history, but you also didn't do good with the forestry.
No. I did okay. I just didn't memorize the whole jungle batch.
Right.
Because that's a whole level of commitment.
Orc school sounds like really, really complicated.
Well, the badge part, that was from Orc Scouts. That wasn't part of the school. That was a separate thing.
Oh, okay. Shoot. I feel like you guys got way more of a specific, specialized education than Goldon did.
Oh, yeah, we got all kinds of education up around here. You got all things you got to be learned about. You got to learn about your magic. You got to learn about your history. You got to learn about all the different types of people things. And, of course, I learned about all the different kind of cookings and all the different seasonings you can get from the woods and stuff. You can sprinkle into things. It's all good times. Got all this stuff. But me, I didn't get all the good educations, partly because once I figured out my heart for the kitchen, that's where I was at. Couldn't get me out of there. That's where I was going to stuck for the rest of my time.
Wait, is that like a thing? Like if you figure out where... Like, you figure out where, like, what your passion is, like, what you want to do, you just, like, forsake, like, everything else and just dive your entire person into that pursuit?
Yeah, once you get your primaries
Wow.
done, you get your basic levels, then they're just like you get your apprenticeship, you can go to secondary educations. No point in learning how to crunch numbers if they're going to be throwing potatoes in a pot, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Wow.
like a really mature and well thought out way to grow up.
Damn.
Well, this has become a very nice commentary on society in this little podcast of ours.
I assumed our characters were talking about themselves, but sure, I guess. I think that's also a worldwide thing. Who knows?
And what is my house?
Yeah.
And there's a crescendo in the theme music.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, the theme has come back. It kind of died out for a little bit. JJ's house, from the outside,
It could be a long
it looks
song.
very
Yeah.
similar to everyone else's. Very clean, same architectural style, and honestly, doesn't really stand out from anything else. But when JJ opens up the door, instantly you can smell the difference. And it's a good smell. It's the smell of... It does strike you. It's just a bunch of seasonings.
Love it, love it.
Oh, the seasonings come through.
Does he have one of those, like, cinnamon brooms in his entryway?
It's like someone has multiple very good scented candles all lit at once. So there's a lot of very strong flavors, and each of them are good.
Which normally would be a bad thing if there were multiple different scented candles all burning at
well,
the
that's
same
what
time.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's parts where it doesn't work.
Oh,
And then
okay.
there's times where it does work, depending upon which waft
room you're in.
getting the scent of. Yeah.
Yeah, the way you're describing this is making me want to eat the house, and I don't think that's quite what you're going for, but
It's not the vibe.
Okay.
Everything in this room is edible, children. Even I am edible, but that is called cannibalism. It is frowned upon in most societies.
I will say, though, you do go into JJ's house, and he's got, like, herbs hanging on the wall.
Hell yeah.
Like, he's drying his own herbs.
Self-sufficient.
yeah.
Yeah. He's got... he doesn't have anything cooking right now, because that would not be safe.
Yeah. Well, does he live alone?
I was gonna say, unless we have the Knight's Quest equivalent of crock pots.
Dude, orcs gotta have slow cooking, like, down to a science.
Oh,
You know,
excellent.
he's definitely got he's got to have a crock pot. Yeah. But we call it something else. And,
Are they magic?
It's a cork pot.
yeah, it's a cork pot. It's a pot with a big cork on top.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a mix between a pressure cooker
And you just let it simmer.
and when it's
Wait,
done, when
Did
it's
you
done,
name it
goes-
that because of orcs? It's a cork pot.
Yes. But you put the cork in, and then when it's done, the cork goes thump out of the top,
Yeah.
and then it's ready.
Oh, that's
That's
delightful.
when you know it's done. No, I want to say he definitely has a pet.
Ooh, okay.
He's got a pet duchas.
Okay.
We have not seen those.
You'll have to
Exactly.
let us know what that looks like.
We'll get to the duchas. We'll get to the duchas.
You paused as if we were gonna respond, but like we don't know what it is.
We'll get to the duchas.
Okay.
We'll
Because
get to the duchas.
depending on how it looks, that's going to change how I react to it.
Agreed. Also, how our animals react to it. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Do you want me to describe the duchess now? Then
I do, because I assume it all coming at us
If
when
we're
we walk in
seeing
the door.
it, yeah.
it does. It is. Okay. So, wow, just a lot of description so
Yeah,
far this episode. All right. The duchess. It is like picture the size of like a Saint Bernard. It's like a big dog.
Okay.
Yep.
And overall, we're getting a mix between a dog and a deer. Is our general vibe that we're
Okay.
going here. So it's got thinner legs.
This could be like
a deer.
really cute. Wait, yeah, keep describing.
Okay, thinner legs,
Right.
and not as thin as a deer's, but thinner than dogs, and it's kind of cloven feet. But its head definitely has the protruding part of a dog with a couple canine teeth. It has very short horns,
Oh, okay, cool.
kind of sticking out. And I'm picturing the back of it is brown with like dark blue solid stripes kind of going across, almost like a Tasmanian.
Oh, this is
What am I
awesome.
thinking of? Yeah. And it's got a short little tail, and so it does come bounding at you, as this is a domesticated duchess, obviously. And so it's excited to see JJ back, and so it kind of jumps at him. But JJ, being a very big orc, can take it.
So
He can take
real,
the
real
hit.
quick, I'm going to send you guys a picture because this is immediately what I imagined as you were describing this creature.
Whoa.
What is that?
That is a maned wolf.
Whoa. Oh.
A maned wolf?
It's got such tall legs. It's got such a tiny body on stilt legs.
Yeah, I'm imagining that, but with like little deer horns.
Yeah, okay, everyone, except for Lowell because you're driving.
That is always funny to me.
Look up a maned wolf.
Probably MANED, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like that, except not as big of ears. It's got more floppy ears.
Oh, that's cute.
And
Yeah.
some stripes. But definitely those legs.
Its
Definitely
legs are
those
like bigger than the rest of him.
Y'all
My
gotta look
goodness.
this thing up.
Yeah.
I am fascinated. I
I
just
want
learned a
one.
new creature.
It's a wonderful, wild...
Yeah, God had some DLC come out a couple years ago. You ain't even know these animals existed.
Yeah, seriously. Man, I gotta get the patch notes. Okay, we are deep into this episode and shit has not happened yet. Alright, this is my
again.
ass. Welcome, everybody. This is my dude ass. His name is,
Yes.
why'd I set myself up for that?
Yes, it is.
This is my dude ass. His name is, Sausage.
All right. All right.
Yes.
That's a little... I mean, Grorg told us about how, like, the lower ranking animals on that hierarchy do get eaten a lot, so that's a little dark, but that's fine. No big deal.
Like,
no big deal.
I mean, I'm not gonna eat sausage here, but like,
Right.
but people definitely do eat high. That's the thing that people eat them for. Yeah.
yeah.
Jonathan is taking off his boots of butt kicking, and he puts his spike jacket like on a hook by the door, and he takes off his sides out of his tweedles and puts those on the door as well. And he just like puts he does that thing that you do with dogs where you like lower yourself really quickly and like get in a wider stance. He's like so ready to grab this animal.
Aw.
Jonathan, I'm gonna need you to roll camaraderie.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's do a difficulty of. I'm gonna say difficulty 2, but you can add a boost die.
All right, that's 2 successes, my guy.
All right, just clean 2 success.
That's 2 successes.
All right. I don't know why. I'm super regretting the name of this animal.
Okay.
I just said a random word.
Yeah.
But I'm now realizing this is gonna be joke ridden to the brim.
Jonathan grabs the
but this-
sausage.
Exactly. There it is. There it is. We don't need to add the. It's just Jonathan grabs sausage.
Yeah.
That's the name
Is that
of my,
better or worse?
That's the name of
Sausage rushes towards you.
my student theater project. Jonathan grabs sausage.
No, the duchess comes trotting, running at you, and it kind of like jumps up you and gives you some licks in the face.
And it's amazing.
Aw.
And it's great. Well, it's really great to see that you're getting along with my duchess here. He doesn't really like everybody, but you got that charm to you. You got that little quirk to you. I like this group. I like these folks. Quis, Leroy, you got some good friends around here. Yeah, we got pretty good friends, not gonna lie. I mean, have I introduced you to everyone yet? I mean, this is Rainer over
Hello.
here. He's the hero.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that means. It's a big deal. That's all I gotta know. It's a big deal. This is Quis. He, previously was under the well, you know, Quis. Cut that out.
This is Leroy.
Okay, all right.
Keep that
This
in, I
is
guess.
Grorg. This is Grorg. He's an orc like you.
Why can we never just introduce ourselves normally?
We
Like,
can't. We never
No, we
can.
gotta make it
It's
funny.
impossible.
We gotta make it funny because it's a comedy show and everything has to be funny. This is Eloise.
She just
And then
waves.
this-
Like she just waves. I don't.
And then the one being licked to death is Jonathan.
Jonathan quick shoves sausage off of him and stands up and does a really deep bow, takes off the jingle cap, the jester's cap, and sweeps it underneath him and stands back up and extends a hand. He says, "Jonathan Bismarck of the Bismarcks. Maybe you've heard of me."
I'm not, but it's a great pleasure to meet you. Thank you for taking your boots off. I really appreciate that. Oh yeah. Everyone take your shoes off.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, come on, guys. What were you raised in a fucking mine?
Whoa.
No.
We'll take our shoes off for sure.
All right, you all take your shoes off. JJ, he of course, he's like, "What you guys can get you a drink? You're my customers. You're not my customers. You're my guests. You're no longer my customers. What do you can I get you?
Customers, yeah.
You're my guestimers.
Guestimers.
Can I get you a drink? Pull up a chair. Grab a seat. Get you some drink.
I will have some water, please. I will have some water.
Quis, we know we've had some good laughs about water. Oh, I'll get you some water. Oh, God, Harry. Figure it out. I should have known better coming from you. Come on now.
I think Jonathan leans over to Grorg and loud enough for JJ to hear it goes, "Hey, can you make juice out of moon pears?
Can you make juice out of moon pear? I'm gonna get you some. Yes.
Whoa! If y'all could see the head motions that Nathan just did for that line, that was good.
I'll just have water. I'll just have water with Quis, I guess.
We'll get us a pitcher of water, get us a pitcher of moon pear juice, and we're gonna have ourselves a good time. I'm not sure you got some stories to tell me. Yeah. You got some stories. We're gonna tell some stories late into the evening. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, we can tell stories. Yeah.
All right, so JJ goes. He gets a pitcher of water, gets a pitcher of moon pear juice, which is just this deep, purple blue color.
Ooh. I was just drinking the Blue Machine Naked Juice earlier, and that's the exact description of that.
Oh.
And so he gives you guys some bevs, and you guys can share whatever. I guess he'll just ask, "So what brings all you crazy folk into this lovely city of ours to Beacon?"
Can I add a bit of spice to this scene?
Yes.
So after we've all got our drinks, there is kind of a main living space, and set down into the floor is a little seating area with a circular table and some chairs around it. And in the middle of the table, built in, is some sort of a decorated board with all sorts of shapes and symbols on it. And there are pieces set on either side of the board. JJ sits down on one side of the table and motions to the other side of the table, and Grorg sits down. And as we are having this conversation, JJ and Grorg are just moving pieces to this
that's cool.
game. Without really talking, without really paying attention to it. They're just moving pieces and seemingly doing something, but neither one of them is really paying much attention to it or seemingly having to think too hard to do whatever it is they're doing.
I approve. This is great. Yes, they're playing a game in the middle of this table.
Did we already ask somebody hey, how can we best find a way to a port city where we'll be able to get traveling somewhere? And they told us that I feel like we did, but I don't know if it was JJ or if it was someone else or
we know that everyone wants to go somewhere else from here.
Yep.
Where specifically is
that's right.
The group has to talk about that.
Yep.
So that's why you thought, well, we're definitely going to need a search in general. So you had been given
that was it.
Contact info for a search in general that you're going to pursue tomorrow.
And we already know how to get that started.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Good. Thank you.
You basically just have a name and a place of where they're going to be.
Dope.
All right. So what brings you folk around to this fine city of ours?
Well, didn't super choose it per se. Now, I will say I'm definitely glad I'm here. But it wasn't particularly voluntary, if I'm being honest.
I honestly kind of feel like we don't have to go all the way in depth with a story. We were traveling and we got a little turned around in the jungle and we stumbled upon this city and we're obviously so glad we found it, You know
what? That is pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea, Rainer, to cut out the part where we got teleported by the spirit of chaos.
Oh my God.
From a desert into Eve. I think we should leave that part out.
And Eloise's expression doesn't change whatsoever. This is nothing. This is not new. This is...
And Rainer's just kind of yeah, man, that's what I thought too. Yeah.
Yeah. So JJ, we're not going to talk about all the stuff about being in an ancient Oyster dungeon and Quis almost trying to kill us, and I think the world changed its rules or something.
That's true. I did. I tried to kill all of you.
Yeah. And I didn't want to lie or mislead about anything. It's just I didn't think it would.
No. We just won't bring it up.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think we absolutely.
We're not bringing it up. JJ, don't worry. We're just not going to tell you about all of the time.
Oh my God!
Running through the desert for a really long time and teleporting into the jungle and meeting the spirit of Banus. We're just not going to bring it up. We're not going to talk about it.
I lost a couple fingers for a little bit there.
Now, I'm going to have everything you was talking about. I was not really quite interested in until you mentioned the who of the what now?
What? Wait, which part did he hear?
You mentioned Spirit Banus.
Oh,
yeah, we did. It didn't go good.
Ooh, yeah.
How are you supposing that went down?
Grorg?
Well, he moves a piece and kind of straightens up. Well, JJ, You see, this blue one, Leroy forgot to mention, this is Trouble. Oh, yeah, he was previously an animal. We're not going to talk about that, though. Right, thank you.
Trouble looks incredibly uncomfortable and awkward right now. I mean, he does a lot of the time, but especially right now, yeah.
Yeah, how does Trouble feel about the domesticated animal in the room?
That's a good question, because, like, as we've been playing, we've kind of drawn a distinction between pets and, like, animals that are clearly sentient and understand what shit's going on. So
this is like Pluto being Goofy's pet dog.
Yeah, right? It kind of is. Yes. Like, even before he was a human.
I think Chub and Sausage are hanging out.
Yes.
PB's just vibing, obviously.
Of course.
Obviously we do.
Yeah.
Obviously.
He got to have a little bit of that moon pear juice, and he thought it was fantastic, and he's happy as a clam.
Oh, yeah. PB's easy to satisfy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Trouble here, for some reason, decided to bite.
He is staring straight down at his feet.
Spirit Banus.
Yep.
And Banus, as you are familiar with as the stories go, got easily upset and said he was going to go talk to Duchas about it.
He did say that, yeah.
Well, I'm excited to hear how this escapade rallies up and hopefully it becomes one of those epic tales that get told from generation to generation about the time that a blue man bit Banus and ended up starting a great catastrophe in our jungle. Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, how? It's a great start. I don't know who wouldn't want to hear that one.
Yeah,
there was one story where Banus, where Duchas tripped Banus, just like, with his foot, and Banus got so mad that he went and caused a whole mountain to explode.
Do all of these stories begin with some sort of misfortune befalling Banus?
Yeah, usually how it goes is either Banus does something stupid or Duchas tricks Banus into doing something stupid. Yeah, that's more often than time. Yeah, Duchas is the sneaky, tricky one. And Banus makes a mistake, either releasing an evil monster, causing a natural disaster, inciting a war. Never, like, intentionally. It's just because he's, you saw him. He's just that dumb. Duchas will usually trick him to do something. And then Quis comes in and saves the day.
Huh.
I think Quis kind of looks around the table and goes, yeah, I don't think we need any help with the first part of that equation where chaos happens, but maybe we can skip to the part of the story where somebody steps in and fix all of our problems. That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, depending upon the version of the story, Quis will usually come in just right after lots of people get killed. Just right after.
Oh.
Yeah. But not before everyone gets killed. Just a couple.
Rainer's looking back and forth between Grorg and JJ, and he's like, so do you really think that, one weird meeting where our friend bit the guy, do you really think that's going to cause some crazy calamity to happen? I mean, is that an option?
I think they both pause their playing, and they look up at each other, and they go, could be.
Oh, boy.
Well, look at that, Rainer.
Yeah.
We're starting world-ending calamities everywhere we go. We just got a talent for it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame yourself too much for that one, though. That's kind of just how it goes.
I think Rainer blurts out, "Oh, I'm not blaming myself," and Trouble really awkwardly, kind of sidles out of the room. And Rainer's like, "Oh my god!" And he gets up to go get him because he doesn't want him just wandering around the house on his own,
Oh, good move. Thanks.
Quis is staring at the pitcher of water in front of him, and every time Eloise has reached for the pitcher to pour herself a cup, he pushes her hand away, and then he casts Chill Drink.
Let's do it.
Yeah, all right.
Cast Chill Drink.
Excellent.
Difficulty 1.
You're telling me there are no outside forces making this much more difficult?
No. It's a large pitcher, 2. It's a large pitcher. Make it
Things
2.
are getting serious now, boys.
Yeah. High stakes.
Spell casting. Well, that's a double success with advantage.
Yeah, beautiful. All right.
I cannot fathom what advantage chilling this drink will bring us, but I'm so excited to be told.
Does it also chill the drinks that we're holding in our hands already?
I think here's what it'll do. So the pitcher's chilled. I mean, and to perfection, not just to cold, but to the exact chilling drink for bevs.
It's frosted, on the bottom, starting to sweat a little bit.
Yeah, you got that condensation on the edges. Ooh, it's great. Thankfully, of course, the pitcher is on a coaster, so we're good to go. So there's no harm down to the table. Yeah, don't worry. I mean, if it had been disadvantages, that might have happened.
No coaster. Oh, no.
There would have been no coaster. But I think JJ sees that and he's like, "What? Oh, hold on a sec. Quis, you wasn't telling me you got some kind of magics? I thought you was just real good in the kitchen. When I was calling you a wizard, I meant that more as a metaphor. Man, you got magic powers up your sleeves. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what those
what?
dangly rings are for."
I can do this too. And he casts sweep.
Oh my god.
All right. To do which one?
To sweep.
Okay. And on what item is he making sweep?
Is there a broom?
Sure.
The broom.
You know what? If we get disadvantages, the answer will be no.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, it's just spellcasting. I don't know why I keep looking back here. It's always spellcasting.
Yeah, all the spells are spellcasting.
All of his spells are either it works or it doesn't. What's the difficulty here?
I'm going to go 2 again since you don't know specifically where the broom is.
Okay. Well,
Make sure you keep in track of your DP, too.
yeah, I got 4 successes,
Shit.
but 2 disadvantages.
Okay.
So you
Oh my
succeed in
God.
casting sweep, as in making something start sweep the room.
Yes.
But it's not the broom. It's not the broom. I think I'm going to let you decide.
Is it sausage?
It's either going to be sausage, which would be both the disadvantages, or I'll let it be an inanimate object, but stuff gets broken.
Oh my god.
I think it's got to be sausage then.
It's gotta be sausage. Okay, so I think Chubb and Sausage, hang out as dogs, right? I mean, Chubb having opposable thumbs and Sausage
Oh
being
my god.
a duchas. They definitely have a lot to interact with. And all of a
Yes.
sudden, Sausage just starts by their... I'll be nice. Their front paws start lifting up, or their front hooves actually start getting picked up, and then their back 2 legs just start brushing against the ground, and you hear some. What sound would a duchas make?
Confused
like,
noises.
Yeah. I'd be confused, yeah.
Like that. JJ's like, no, hold on, put your witchcraftery away now. We can't be having this kind of this is my house. This is my duchas.
Your witchcraft
So
ways.
he was super chill with the magic, but now he's not.
No, this has got to be practically safe magic here. All right, we can't be just whipping this kind of spells around in my house. You got to ask permission before you cast spells.
To be fair, I was trying to do it on the broom. It's not a science.
The broom's in the other room now, Quis. You didn't ask where the broom was.
That's the other broom.
Yeah, I got a broom. Don't you know? There's a broom.
Did you say it's the other broom?
I'm not sure
It's
what
the
I
other
said.
broom in the broom.
I think Eloise pipes back up and she's like, so how do you know when you find the thing that you want to do? Sorry, I know this just kind of came out of nowhere, but I kind of that's all I've been thinking about since you
I
said
really
it.
like that question, yeah.
I like to picture this scene where JJ has definitely gotten up from the table and is trying to keep his poor pet from dragging his feet on the ground, and he's like, "What? Listen, I don't know if I got rid of the time to explain it at quite this second. I guess it's just more just kind of you know it when you know it. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of know when you feel it in your guts and in your bones."
Is Grorg cheating at the game? While JJ is away, the Grorg comes out to play.
For those listening, I started laughing right away because Jake sent us a notification that he raised his hand. And that's always funny to me over
Well, I
these
don't just
videos.
want to talk over people.
Yeah.
Grorg, I rolled the dice for this. He does not cheat,
Nice.
Okay.
but he does look at the pieces very intently. He's kind of he's getting the layout out. He's taking this extra time to plan his next moves a little bit more.
Cool.
I'm picturing
cool.
this game is definitely a strategy game.
Oh, sure.
Equivocal to a chess or maybe a Chinese checkers kind of game.
Sure. We're going to have to invent a third game for this made-up universe now.
But what was the second game?
Gorfball?
Nice.
What was the first
Nice.
game?
Oh, it's the one with the
The coins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Diamond in the rough.
Diamond in the rough.
Diamond in the
we haven't
rough.
played that on the
Oh my
podcast.
God. Yeah.
I actually have the pieces for that.
I know.
right over
I was
here.
going to bring up Diamond in the Rough, and then I realized neither of us have the correct pieces to play with.
Yeah, it's just me.
Didn't somebody play it in season 1? I feel like we did.
Did Katrina play it with somebody?
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe. Hey, fans, let us know. Have we talked about this game? If not, it's a real game, and I have played it, and it's great.
It is pretty good. It's pretty balanced.
Thank you. Anyway, JJ is he's eventually able to get his poor Duras to stop sweeping.
All of the time that JJ has spent trying to get Sausage to be normal, Quis has been rearranging things throughout the room.
Just like in different spots?
Yeah, just putting things where they weren't before.
Does Quis have the skill pranking?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, roll for pranking, please.
Nice.
Difficulty 2 with the boost.
What?
Because he's distracted.
Why is it difficult? He's just moving stuff around, though.
It's 3 successes, 2 disadvantages.
Okay. You succeed in being able to move things around the house and just put them in different places. One disadvantage, though, is that you're going to find something that is not good.
Okay.
And the other disadvantage is that this will upset JJ.
Oh, shit. Okay. Goddamn.
You're going to need to tell me what the thing is, because I don't know.
Arguably, making JJ upset is the intended outcome of the prank, so, I mean...
Yeah, kind of.
But not like a fun upset.
Oh, okay.
I can pretty much guarantee we'll make it a fun upset.
All right, I think I'll say what you find is... Oh, boy. We're going to be thinking of JJ's backstory right now. Here we go. I'm going to say you find because his house isn't super organized, in your opinion.
Maybe that's what Quis is doing.
He's organizing?
In his mind, yeah.
Yeah. The correct way. Like, all the round things are next to each other.
Yes.
All of the orange things are next to each other.
It's a bit of a Venn diagram situation where there's round orange things in the middle of that little section.
I also like the idea of they're organized in descending orangeness. What does that mean? Yes. But what he finds is a little box, and of course Quis has to open the box.
And it's full of human teeth. I've discovered his dark secret.
That's pretty dark.
Fairy.
Why do you have to say shit like that? 'Cause now...
No, it's not. I was bullshitting you.
There's no such thing as bullshitting in this podcast.
He's got a point.
Fine. We won't do the teeth.
Yeah, I don't love that.
I don't love that. I don't like that. Inside the box, there's going to be a picture, because there's no photographs. I almost made a photograph. But there's a really well-drawn picture of definitely JJ and family? Friends? People next to me. They're like close, arms over each other. Yeah. But there's big ol' X's.
What the
over
fuck?
The other people, other than JJ. Yeah, like charcoal drawn. Definitely like a different hand drawn over them. And also a key.
Nathan, you are giving yourself so much more mental work here, because now you have to justify why someone would keep a picture of their own family with X's across people's faces in their own house, but hidden.
Quis shoves the box in his hat.
Oh boy.
There we go.
Y'all actually hear a little bit of yelling from the room where Trouble kind of stalked off to, and Rainer went to go grab him.
Is this gonna be the thing every episode where like Trouble goes to another room and actually causes trouble?
No, not like that. Just like a little bit of Rainer with his voice raised more than usual. Just like
Rainer went there.
Yeah, just kind of arguing. Yeah, and Trouble doesn't say anything back, but I think he's kind of like chittering a little bit, like he's making the noises that he used to make when he was a fumble, because that's way easier, and it just sounds like a big disagreement, and eventually they both come back, but they're like not looking at each other, and they look super pissed. So,
dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is the floor all wet, Todd? I don't know, Marco.
I think so JJ. Okay, so here's the scene.
Yeah.
JJ is upset. Rainer is upset. Trouble's clearly upset. Grorg, seeing that he's losing, he's upset.
Eloise is perturbed.
Eloise is perturbed. Leroy's having a great time.
Yeah, Jonathan is also having a phenomenal time.
And I guess Quis is how's Quis doing?
Quis is neutral, as always.
Fair. I feel like neutral's is like not the right word to use, but also the right word to use.
Yeah, Quis
chaotic
is... I feel like Quis is not... I think he doesn't quite get emotions again yet. Like he's still experiencing the world through the viewpoint of just like cause and effect. And I don't think he has been able to allow any of that to affect him personally. I think he's still having trouble assigning action and reaction to how does Quis feel about that? Things just happen around him. Yeah. And that's just the way the world is.
I think just for sake of progress, JJ's like, all right, well, I guess I think that's probably enough chit chat for tonight. The rooms over there. That's the broom room. There's no room for sleeping in there. We've got bedrooms over there. We got blankets and pillows and covers and sheets, and we got stuffings and mattresses and all kinds of getting-togethers. I don't know which y'alls are being with which others, so if you need to be separated, we can do that. Otherwise, we got one big old room for y'all to be comfies in as well.
I think Eloise goes over to Grorg and like whispers in his ear, like making sure that JJ doesn't hear, and goes, "Do orcs like bathe?"
Okay, no, listen.
Oh no.
Listen, we've been traveling together through like the nowhere for months.
That's fair.
Like none of us have bathed, so it's not saying like you don't bathe. I don't know if you bathe.
Right.
Look, yes.
Oh, I hope he's not offended.
Of course. Okay, have I smelled bad? Is that
we all smell bad, Grorg. That's what I'm saying.
Actually, that's a really good point. None of us have bathed.
Yep.
In a while.
Yep.
Actually, the last time we bathed was when we took the little swimming trip.
Yeah, at the Oasis.
Yeah, Quis is the small green equivalent of Pigpen from Peanuts. And he's just like, I'm fine. No, you're not. No.
Yeah, actually, I know this is a big ask, but JJ, can we use your bathing room? Well, yeah, actually, you should probably do that before you start using all my guest linens. Yeah, we can get that taken care of. So he draws you all up a bath, and you all take baths.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
That's so kind of him. Yeah. I
was gonna say it'd be really convenient if it was a bathhouse because it'd be a lot less work for JJ to like do individual baths.
No, it doesn't matter. You all get bathed. Yep. We're moving along.
This
episode has to have shit happen in it.
We're all
This is
clean.
not the one where they take baths.
We've all eaten. We've all gone to the bathroom. We've all bathed.
Yeah.
All right, is everyone good? We're all tucked in. All right.
Quist is casting sweep on himself.
Nice.
Okay, do it.
All right.
Does anyone need a bedtime story?
What's the difficulty?
1.
Or no, if I wait until after the bedtime story, I can have a boost die.
Sure.
Okay, I'll wait until after the bedtime story.
All right. That's the story about Grorg. The story's about how... No, go to bed. Like,
he just offered to do a bedtime story.
Please, Grorg. You have to do that. You can't set us up like that. I want the story to move forward.
You can't set up a bedtime story. You can just say he says a bedtime story.
He says a bedtime story.
Perfect.
He tells him a bedtime story.
It's very
about
comforting
Lucas
and calming.
All right, Quist casts sweep on everybody, including himself, one by one.
Good call.
Difficulty's gonna be 2 now because there's more people.
Okay. Well, it's a triple success and no disadvantages or advantages. It's just a triple success.
And everyone goes to sleep.
Everyone goes to sleep, and we all have good dreams, and we wake up the next morning, and there's plot progression.
We cut over to Katrina and Runn as they are running through the beacon.
Are they?
I guess not. No, they're just walking.
Yeah, I mean, you've already established the stakes in this town
hanging
are
out, yeah.
super low.
We cut to Katrina and Runn as they casually walk.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not casually, but I feel like there's some tense feelings.
Let's just keep correcting Nathan's first sentence and never actually start the scene.
We cut
You have to add some intense music and then cut it off and like fart noises every time we cut Nathan
This is the one. Our plot progression is going to happen.
Yeah, sure it is.
This episode is going to be titled "The One Where Nathan Really Wants Story to Happen."
This is beautiful. This is art.
I knew this would happen, and I'm still mad about it. That's the worst part. It's my fault. I'm just going to make bad guys show up.
You can. You absolutely can.
Okay.
That's within your right.
No, here's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Uh-huh.
Tension's happening. Conflict's happening right fucking now.
Are you
go
ready
for
for
it.
the
Okay.
fucking me battle for this one, guys?
I'm ready.
A challenger has appeared.
Okay. We cut to Katrina and Runn
Yeah.
as they tensely walk through the well-lit city.
That has no
tense.
spooky dark alleys of any kind.
Establish that.
I love the beacon.
Katrina and Runn do not have a good working relationship
Right.
at this point.
Yeah.
But Katrina has to hesitantly trust Runn as Runn is leading her
Yep.
to her house, I think.
to somewhere.
Katrina, of course, does not know the city and is always keeping her eye, I'm assuming, on the Ba Wayu up ahead, right? Trying to get her landmark, her bearings,
Okay.
right?
I get that.
And leaving little signs for Raish to follow along.
I'm sure she's picked up like a stick or a tree branch or something, and she's like leaving.
Or just
markers.
used her weapon.
She did it first, but she's not gonna like take out her scimitar and like fuck it up in the dirt every 5 minutes. That's gonna double the blade.
Okay, you're right. No, what do I know about blades? Nothing. Actually, I don't know why I said it like that. I don't. I don't know anything about blades. No, what if I've gone to school for this? No, it's fine. I know everything
We're
about
going
blades.
to sword school.
Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah. So anyway, Runn eventually leads Katrina not to a house, but to kind of like a park kind of area where the Wayu trees are well set up, and there's some benches. Normally a beautiful location with this nice golden light, some of the purple and silver leaves drifting down in the wind. There's a little like koi pond. It's just a beautiful little serene area, but you can definitely tell a little more isolated. There's not just people walking by. Runn, this pale orf with her dark hoods, turns to Katrina, who also still looks pretty sketchy, and says, "All right, I can imagine that you have a lot of questions and a lot of doubts about me after what I said, and I can understand that, being a former member."
You're pink.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought we were just stating really fucking obvious things. Start talking.
You're... Okay. What do you want to know first?
Wow.
First of all, why were you banished?
I... roll... fear.
Nice. Okay.
What's the difficulty?
I'm gonna go... Let's go 3 difficulty, but I do think a boost is warranted based off of your previous shit.
Oh my god. Okay. That was a lot, and it all equaled nothing. So just a straight failure.
Oh.
Like it all completely balanced each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so then she's not gonna spill the beans right now. I was like, look, I understand that you want answers right now, but I feel like I'm also warranted some answers as well. So let's take turns, okay? I'll share, you share.
Katrina makes the face that is the facial equivalent of this sound.
Because I don't know if I can really trust you fully either, because there are no blades in this area.
I don't really think I super care if you trust me. I don't know you. I don't have any. I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we doing here? Katrina gives a good point.
As always. Surprising me as much as anybody else.
I know, I feel like Katrina talks and we're all like, yeah, damn.
Yeah, Katrina just kind of speaks through me. I am not Katrina. Katrina exists in a dimension outside of myself.
Okay. Fine. You make a really compelling point.
We invented this character, gave it stakes out of nowhere, didn't do any prep, and just decided this is where we explain everything.
I'll explain everything.
Yep.
I was exiled from the Blades because I killed a member of the Blades.
It's not supposed to do that.
But I had good reason.
I assumed so.
They were trying to kill me.
Was there a contract?
To kill me? Or for me to kill them?
Either.
No. It was self-defense.
Which Blades chapter were you a part of?
I was a part of the Costa Rica chapter.
Interesting. I believe they were the first group we found of the Blades, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
If there was no contract on your life, then the Minute Keeper would know this. There's no reason for you to be excommunicated if you're telling the truth and there was no contract out to kill you, and you were acting in self-defense, as you say, then why were you excommunicated?
Because the person who was trying to kill me was the Minute Keeper.
Oh, shit.
Oh, convenient.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
So the only person who could prove my innocence was the one I killed, because they were trying to kill me.
Okay.
The new Minute Keeper rallied a meeting together, House of Many Doors, unanimous vote, out I go.
So this story is just kind of a moot point, because whether or not it's true, I still can't trust you. So I guess my next question is, unless we're going to do this quid pro quo and you have questions for me, what do you want from me? What am I in this situation?
Well, as I said, I have the ability to sense things. It was very useful when hunting out contracts, getting gists off of people. Who can you trust, who can you not tell?
It's fairly inconvenient that didn't work with the Minute Keeper.
Yikes.
I'll get to that.
I sure hope so.
My point was, I sensed you and your accomplice's presence here, and I needed an ally, because I have made the opposite of those here in the city since my arrival, and I was hoping that you two would be able to assist me.
How could you make enemies? There's like literally fucking nothing happening here.
You arrived today, correct?
Yeah.
You may think there's nothing happening, but you haven't been where the things are happening. I know that doesn't make sense, but...
No, I kind of explicitly asked you to take me to where the things were happening, but we didn't really get that far.
The things are happening all over the city, right? There's all kinds of political intrigue, if you want to get into that. There's drama within the Bawayu.
Like inside the tree?
Inside the tree. That's where
damn.
There's people in the tree, but yes.
There's people in the tree?
Well, yeah, they work there. They study anima in there.
Oh, I thought they were stuck there. Like, they did need help getting out? Like,
I mean, you could get stuck in the tree. I mean, it's a magic tree, and people could get stuck in there.
we're getting off
the
subject.
tree
We're getting off topic.
Yeah, a
If the
little
tree
bit.
gets sick, people could get stuck in there. But they're not, as far as I know.
This is the least interesting part of this conversation to me right now.
The point is, I need your help. And if you help me, I'm sure I can lend a hand in your direction as well. I don't know if you need money, I can pay you. If you need information, I do know the city well. I can help you get information. I have connections all across the country. I can help.
Katrina thinks for a second, and she looks at Runn and she says, "It seems to me that we are both in the market for the same thing, and that's getting the hell out of here. Now, I don't trust you at all. Like, the entire time they've been having this conversation, her hand has not been where her hip be at.
It be where the hilt be at,
Yeah.
which is her hip.
Yes. Thank you. This is revenge. But she says, "I do think we can help each other. But before I agree to anything, I need to know what exactly it is that you're asking."
I'm asking for your help in 3 things. The first is to simply protect me in the city from those that I have offended. The second thing is there is a contract that I still have and have tracked them down here to the beacon. I need your help in completing this. And that will then help me with the third, which is to clear my name.
Interesting.
If you could help me with 2 of them, I'll take it. But all 3 would be ideal.
Yeah, Katrina thinks for a moment, and she turns to Runn and says, "Do you have the contract on you?"
I do. She reaches into her Well, she says, like, I'm going to reach in my pocket to pull out the contract.
I think it would be funnier if she, like, went to go get it and Katrina, like, just popped her sword a little bit. I don't know if that would be, like, I don't know if Runn would, like, consciously think, like, oh, I'm reaching into my shit, you know?
Yeah, so Katrina pops in, Runn goes, I'm grabbing the contract, and slowly pulls it out. Sure enough, it's a contract.
It's like the piece of paper with the single, like, thing of blood on it.
Yeah.
I'll give you all the details if you agree.
Do you live here?
I live in the Beacon, yes.
Here's the thing. I can't protect you if I can't see you. So for the time being, I would ask that you would stay with me and my companions, which is not only insurance for me, but also more people makes a better shield.
Okay.
As soon as my fellow Blade gets here, he'll tell us where we're staying, and then tomorrow we can start figuring out this contract. What I need from you, once we get all of this sorted out, is safe and secure passage from here to Costa Rica for myself, my Raish.
Your Raish?
And, yes. And maybe one other person. I don't know yet. We're still figuring these things out.
Okay. I can do that. I know I don't know my way through the jungle, but there's a city that if we get to, I can arrange the passage.
Katrina takes the stiletto out of the pommel of her scimitar and just like pricks the center of her palm and extends it towards Runn.
I think Runn does a similar thing because she also has a stiletto in one of her blades. Mm-hmm. Pricks it and they shake.
And just for a moment, there is a glowing red ring that surrounds their hands. And when they let go, it disappears.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. So you'll the deal has been set. You'll protect me.
And you will get me to Costa Rica. Now, where is Raish?
Does he look like that? And you turn around and there are 3 hooded figures approaching out of the trees. And she goes, yeah, I didn't think so. I think it's time for you to start making good on that first part of your bargain.
Oh!
We got some fighting to do. Hey everybody, it's me, Nathan. Thank you so much for listening to episode 5 of season 3. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I know I enjoyed all the parts of this process of presenting you with this show. I got some announcements for you, or one announcement. You see, sometime between the release of this episode and the next episode, which will be up in 2 weeks, of course, 2 weeks from now, we are going to be releasing not 1, but 2 new albums for you to listen to, containing music from Season 2 of Knight's Quest. Now, why are we releasing 2 albums? Well, here's the story. You see, as we're compiling all the songs, and Jamie's organizing them, trying to figure out how to best split them up, we're looking at the gate, right? And the gate arc, was a long chunk of Season 2. I think it was over half of it, if I'm correct, or exactly half. And so to fit all the songs in one album, it just would have been a lot of songs. And we realized that some of you out there are like, yes, I want every single song, give it to me. And some of you are like, nah, I just want the bangers. I just want the best of the best, the cream of the crop. So what we're going to do is we're going to release 2 albums. One of them is going to be, I think we're calling it The Gate Side A. It's going to contain all the best songs from that chunk of Knight's Quest Season 2. And then we're going to have Side B, which will contain all the other songs. So maybe some of the smaller ones, or some of the ones that maybe we personally think aren't the best ones, but obviously are still good enough that we're going to include them, or just some miscellaneous tunes or bops or beats that are going to be included in there. So both of these are going to be released at the same time. They're not out the second that this episode comes out, but if you notice, hey, episode 6 is out, then that means that these albums are available for you to get. You can find those by just going to our main website, kqpodcast.com, and there's going to be a link right there in the center that says music. Click on that, and it's going to take you to all of our albums. Each album can be listened to for free, but you can also pay $1 to download them onto your computer and do whatever you want with that. Or you can pay more if you want to help support the show. Again, all money raised from music or from merchandise goes directly to help support new upgrades like buying that new website domain, kqpodcast.com, or to help us with some tech upgrades and other things like that. So again, thank you everyone who has supported the show already, and I'm excited for future things that are going to be coming up. So again, the album's not out the second this episode is released, but if you want to know exactly when that comes out, you can follow us on our Instagram, nights.quest, or of course our Facebook, nights.quest.podcast, and all of the information will be announced there the second the album goes live. So I'm excited for this one. There's a lot of really good songs there. Some of my all-time favorites are in this album, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Otherwise, that's all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for your support, for your love. For keep coming back every single time we got one of these silly little shows for you. Hope you laughed. Hope we brought some joy to your life, because really that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. May your place in his story be long. Also, Jake, I've taken up your advice. Whenever I make a new character voice, I try to record it.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
I was at a social gathering yesterday, and I was just so tired. I made a new voice,
Everybody
and I was
shut
like,
up.
I'm gonna have to leave. I went to the bathroom. No joke.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom, kept talking in the voice so I didn't lose it, which I'm glad I did. I couldn't make it
Where
again.
were you?
Yeah, like
I was at a friend's house.
how did this start? Like, were you just talking in a funny voice to other people, and then you were like, "Oh, excuse me, I must go record this," and then you just kept going. Oh, okay,
I gotta go
that's fantastic. Yeah,
Something like this. She was over here. Had a little
I'm going to the bathroom, and it's important that no one interrupt me.
No, I told him like, I have to go record this voice. I can't lose it.
Oh boy!
Right,
Just came
right.
right out and said it.
Yeah. It's okay. They already know I have a podcast. It's fine.
They already know the deep secret. Yeah.
Yeah, the truth is out.